the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Utah Jazz playing against the Denver Nuggets at Pepsi Center. Well, it was Denver in their last game with a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland. They split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. Great center matchup tonight. Shaq, I know you've been waiting all day to watch this one. One of the best low post players of all time in yourself. Give us your thoughts on why the stretch 5 has become so popular.
Well, in a lot of offenses these days, floor spacing is king. And what you see now, you see a lot of bigs are practicing shooting the 3 more than ever.
Yeah, even the younger centers, you think of Towns and Cousins and Embiid, as powerful as they are, they love to stay on that perimeter and shoot that 3 ball. So it's hard to stay on the floor right now if you can't shoot it.
Yes, you came into the league at the right time.
No, I would have made them revert back to
so you'd have a hard time getting off the bench these days, Shaq, because you didn't shoot the 3 ball well.
Shaq on the bench don't even sound right together. That's like peanut butter and tar.
That can be pretty tasty.
No, that doesn't sound right together, Ernie.
No, it doesn't. I'm just kidding, big fella. Wasn't it funny? Did you find that amusing?
You hurt my feelings, Ernie.
Did you hurt? Come on.
Don't talk
Give
to me
a
for
big
2 seconds. La 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 la.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and 2 Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. For the Denver Nuggets, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And it's a tough game to lose. I mean, they actually put up a pretty solid effort, I thought. But when you're battling for a road win, even when you play hard, nothing's guaranteed.
Interesting that they looked confident going in. But as the game wore on, I thought the crowd affected their performance down the stretch.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, thanks very much. Now, after the Nuggets added Nikola Jokic to the starting lineup, they finished the 16-17 season as the best offensive team in basketball. Now, last year we saw some regression, but this is still a young team that's learning how to play together and trying to climb the ladder of a very competitive Western Conference. Kevin?
A team on the rise, DA. We'll see. These teams always seem, Doris, to be in each other's way. And how different is the atmosphere in a rivalry game like this one?
Yeah, Kev, we sense it on the sideline, don't we?
We do, yes.
You know, a little bit of an air of dislike, a growing discontent that you're constantly in each other's way. Rivalries are built when teams consistently meet when there is something on the line. And that is what has happened with these two. And I'll tell you, we get to sit back and enjoy it, Kevin.
When you played, Doris, were those the most fun games for you as a player?
No doubt. No doubt you wanted to beat that team that was always standing in your way. So then in the summertime, you had a little bragging right.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Utah, Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt, and it's Cephalosha in at the 3 spot. Harris against Mitchell. Rubio outside. There's the pass to Gobert. At the top of the key, Mitchell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mitchell's got the first basket of the game for Utah.
Well, Donovan Mitchell will beat you inside or out. If you want to do a job defensively, you've got to push him out of the paint.
Thomas against Rubio. Jokic inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So for the Jazz, their last game, a win against Memphis. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Mitchell outside. Favors in the post. Millsap covering. And that one's good by Favors.
Well, how much do you enjoy watching Derek Favors do his thing? This guy is a super skilled big, fantastic at capitalizing on these opportunities.
Now here's Barton. Pass to Jokic from deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Jokic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Cephalosha kicks to Rubio. Good defense by Jokic.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Barton, no luck.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
Jokic with the steal. Rubio against Thomas. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Harris misses. For Utah, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And here is Mitchell. A 20-point game for him in the win against Memphis. Favors dishes to Rubio. Passes it to Cephalosha. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Barton. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Harris kicks to Millsap. The dish to Thomas. Got a piece of it. Pass to Harris. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Denver keeping it alive, a new 24. Back to Barton. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Utah.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
And it's sent back by Jokic. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Now, great look on that. Just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
Harris, bounce pass. Barton from outside. Barton missing again.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Rubio finds Favors. Back to Rubio. Shot clock at 6. Millsap with the steal. Barton surveying the floor. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Barton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And Paul Millsap, a 4-time All-Star in Atlanta. Greg, as we know, he missed most of last season after left wrist surgery.
A big loss after just signing that mega contract with the Nuggets. I mean, he's a lot older than most of their core, but a great fit in their front court and obviously one heck of a player.
Well, the catch and shoot game. Typically, Rubio's on the passing end of it. Not this time.
Jokic passes to Thomas. That's tipped. Cephalosha with it. Mitchell outside. He kicks it to Rubio. Over Thomas. Millsap grabs the miss.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Thomas, no luck. Utah leading. Rubio outside, and the pass to Gobert. Inside, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Thomas kicks to Jokic. Gobert with the block. Here is Rubio. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing.
I'll tell you, the in-between game for Rubio starting to come around.
Harris outside. Back to Thomas. 6 to shoot. Back to Harris. Fires the 3. Doesn't go that time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Rubio against Thomas. Tipped away. The drive by Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
And Nikola Jokic came late to the game. He actually grew up horse racing. Finally started playing organized hoops at the age of 16. You never know it, though, one of the most skilled big men the league has to offer.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Jokic, Greg, said he was a fat point guard until he got taller.
Well, even now, Kevin, Jokic, not the most chiseled physique, but the point guard background makes sense. His playmaking for a center is off the charts.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Trey Lyles checked in for Millsap. Hernan Gomez comes in for Will Barton. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Jamal Murray in for Thomas. And the shot's good from Crowder.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
Well, they seem to be taking control. There's no doubt about that. Quality shots on every possession with great execution.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
Well, Rudy Gobert has taken on more of a leadership role with this team. Clearly a difference maker on the court with his defense, and will get the team to fall in line. Hard to argue with one of the elite rim protectors in our league.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Now here's Beasley. 11 points for him in that last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Shot left block, and it's in off the backboard. Jazz leading by 5. And with Gobert, he does so much as a defender with his impact, Greg, in the paint.
Yeah, and Gobert does so much in terms of cleaning up his teammates' mistakes while they're defending out there on the perimeter. It allows his teammates to be more aggressive on D, knowing he's going to be that last line of defense. And Gobert won't let them get too comfortable, as he is one of the more vocal players in terms of shaping their D. And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
Now, Crowder is not going to be disrupted. This guy has razor-sharp focus on contested opportunities.
Back to Murray. Six on the shot clock. For the 3. Rebound, Utah. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And how about that bench? I mean, you got to give it up for that second unit. They really sparked that victory.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Greg, that the guys off the bench stepped up and provided the necessary spark.
Now Rubio, following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. Puts up a 3. Rubio misses.
Boy, what a tough night. Imagine what their lead would be if he were having a better night from the field.
Murray, the pass to Beasley. Murray surveying the D. Gobert with the block.
And the remarkable reach of the stifle tower. Gobert twice on the pipes.
Offensive rebound.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Rubio against Murray. Shoots over Rubio. And again, Denver no good. Jazz leading by 8. Here's Crowder. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Pass to Ingles. Back to Rubio. Crowder against Wiles. 13 feet away. Plumlee with the rebound.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
Murray against Rubio. They get a hand on it. And now Ingles pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Such a skilled defender, Kevin. Joe Ingles great at positioning himself and using his length to poke balls away.
Now here's Beasley. Back to Murray. A floater. Gobert with the block. And they're able to recover. Shot clock at 3. Beasley for 3. That shot off. And Utah the other way now.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And Gobert kicks to Rubio. Beasley against Burks. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Lyles. The Nuggets trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Murray, no good.
You know, they're trying to battle back, but he's missing shots this period.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Ingles finds Rubio. Pass to Gobert. Over Plumlee. That one a little long.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Well, make no mistake, Kevin, Crowder has got great strength inside. The defense can get physical. It doesn't matter.
Utah shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Free throw good, Crowder.
And Kevin, let's not forget, Jay Crowder is a former second-round draft pick. This guy has made his bones in the NBA by adding toughness to every team he's played on.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Now here's Murray. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Utah Jazz. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be back with you shortly. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Jazz enjoying a nice lead here.
I think they've played great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
You love that they're making the offense work, right? Making every single thing they try to do hard.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Jay Crowder. Alec Burks is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Udo, and it's O'Neal in at the small forward spot. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, some have nicknamed center Nikola Jokic the Joker, and he does have a lighthearted approach. He said, "This is not a job. I'm enjoying the game like a game of pickup basketball in my hometown. That's the mentality. No pressure. It's just a game." He feels that staying calm helps him succeed. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A.
Shooting one.
Free throw good, Crowder.
Well, Jay Crowder, a versatile forward to me who fits in so well with this team. He can hit threes. He can match up well on the defensive end. This is a player who has a bigger impact than his stats might indicate.
Now here's Beasley. Back to Murray. Shoots. Here's Plumlee, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for the Nuggets.
And really, the long ball hadn't been a big factor for him. Not a lot of attempts, not a lot of makes either. Nothing wrong, though, with probing inside on days when the shots aren't falling.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses. You know, with Crowder, it's his physicality, Doris, that establishes his presence on the floor.
Right. He is able to match up with rugged offensive players. This guy is strong enough to guard multiple positions, and even if his shot isn't falling, he can make an impact on the floor.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Utah leading by 16. Ingles passes to Udo. Now, here's Ingles. Hernan Gomez covering. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now Lyles. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Beasley against Ingles. And he gets it to go.
Boy, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of confidence to go with the floater. That is not as easy as it looks.
Burks dishes to Udo. Kicks to Ingles. Back to Udo. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to Ingles. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So what you look for in the first game, 1, does one team make a statement? And 2, how does the other team react to that?
Here's O'Neal after the Nuggets pick up 2. And here is Ingles. Pulls up. Another miss by Utah. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. A 12-point game. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Here's Beasley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. We've talked about what it takes to be a great head coach, Doris. Qualities that you think are paramount to the success, for instance, of an assistant coach.
Maybe the most important attribute to an assistant coach would be coaching with your heart and soul like it's your job on the line every night, not just the head coach's job. Right? If you pour your heart and soul into something and make that head coach's job easier, then you've functioned appropriately. And the other thing it's allowed you to do is it's allowed you to accelerate your growth. You're constantly thinking, what would I do in this situation? That helps you in the long term.
Love that perspective. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Trey Lyles. Gary Harris is checked in for Hernan Gomez. And Thomas subbed in for Murray. Utah also making some changes. Favors comes in for Crowder. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Joe Ingles.
You know, when you're the Utah Jazz, you've got to look at the trades that have been made the last couple of seasons. Ricky Rubio and Jay Crowder both fit stylistically into both the offensive and defensive schemes. Both of these players provided major minutes for this ball club.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Mitchell kicks to Favors. Here's Burks. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Beautiful touch from Burks. He excels at knocking down these mid-range shots.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
You know, guys, what's so interesting to me about Alec Burks, now that he's a veteran in this league, he's never been a starter for a long, extended stretch, but he's always been in the rotation. For me, the next step for this guy is just being more consistent.
Martin's checked in for Malik Beasley. Here's Jokic. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. O'Neal against Barton. Shoots from 14, and that one drops for him. And now it's a 12-point Utah lead. Ralph Burks last season, Doris, able to play more after being sidelined with injuries in the past.
Well, you think about those injuries really are the only thing that stepped between him and having a larger role, because this guy has a terrific shot from deep, and in the NBA, that's always a valued commodity.
And Gary Harris, a 6'4" shooting guard out of Michigan State. On paper, you might call him undersized, but with his strength and toughness, he's got it covered.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
That's good from Harris. And if you're making a list of the best young shooting guards in the league, Greg, I got to think that Gary Harris is on that list.
Absolutely. A two-way player, defends his tail off, and offensively, he can score at all three levels.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Utah. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here's Udo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Udo. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, you know, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them.
Free throw good, Udo. The Nuggets trail by 13. Outside Thomas. Burks pulls it in. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Now off the inbound, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
How about the athleticism of Donovan Mitchell? 6'3", but boy, can he get off his feet.
Here's Thomas. 17 points for him last game against Cleveland. Harris outside. Dishes it to Millsap. Back to Harris. And the pass to Jokic. 5 to shoot. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
And checking out the stats for Jokic. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged 18 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
Now here's Favors. He kicks to Udo. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to Burks. And here's Favors. Over Millsap. Favors can't get it to go.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
Thomas. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Well, you have to love the way Isaiah Thomas handles the basketball, Kevin. This guy's always in control. Ball is on a string.
Passes to Udo. Kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Favors. Cephalosha with it. Jokic defending. Mitchell outside. Pulls it up. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Thomas, no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Mitchell, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Gary Harris.
Well, see, now, Mitchell is a quick-footed guard, and he's going to get defenders in compromising situations.
Doris, you know, you watch the athleticism that Mitchell has, and it's a surprise he didn't go any higher in the draft.
Well, this is a guy who had so many highlight reel dunks in his young career, proven scorer over the course of the 82-game season. But listen, Mitchell wasn't a scorer at Louisville, so it's not surprising what happened in the draft.
And he makes the first.
Boy, this is as exciting a combo guard as there is in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell's craftiness, his assertiveness, all of those things make this guy special.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Ricky Rubio comes in for Burks. And Mitchell drops them both. Doris, statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team you're guarding. So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The pass to Rubio. He dishes it to Cephalosha. He kicks it to Mitchell. There's the 3. It's good from long range. Mitchell's got 9.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
Here's Harris. He's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland.
And it was a big game for him at the defensive end as well. He never stopped pressuring the basketball, coming up with one steal after another.
Here's Rubio. Isaiah Thomas making his last shot. Favors against Millsap. Mitchell wide open. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
If you see Donovan Mitchell finding his rhythm, you're in for a long night. He is effortless offensively.
Thomas finds Harris. The tray. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Now, here's Mitchell. 12 points for him. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul of the game. In the bonus, we'll go to the free throw line.
To me, guys, Donovan Mitchell gives evidence and credence to the notion that drafting players is more art than science. Think about it. This guy taken 13th. Not much was expected. But all of last year, he was neck and neck in the heat of the Rookie of the Year talk.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And with Mitchell being slept on, motivated him into Doris a great rookie season.
Well, Jimmy Butler said Mitchell plays with a chip on his shoulder, and I'll tell you, he does seem to have that me against the world approach. And whatever his motivation, Kevin, it's working.
Rubio against Thomas. To the inside. The jump hook, and again it's Denver.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Utah leading by 16. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Millsap with the steal. Jokic against Favors. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game. Harris against Mitchell. Back to Thomas from the arc, and the call up against Jokic. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two. It's Gobert with the ball for Utah. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead, and Rubio kicks to Mitchell. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
One shot.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
The Nuggets trail by 19. Now here's Thomas. 6 points for him. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Hey, watch Ricky.
Rubio the pass to Mitchell. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Free throw drops for Mitchell. Doris, we've already had a few surprises this season. Some teams really exceeding expectations. Others, they've kind of gone the other way. What's your take?
You know, it's always a little bit early to tell exactly what kind of team you're going to have, because we've seen this historically. A team races out to maybe a 7-1 start or a 10-1 start, and yet perhaps they come back to the field. The teams that are the youngest seem to have the steepest learning curve. So where are the lottery picks and what impact are those guys having?
Cephalosha kicks to Mitchell. The putback, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. And the Jazz lead by 21.
I'll tell you, you cannot give Rudy Gobert an inch of space when he's working the glass. This guy excels at using his reach.
Now, here's Thomas. He's got 8. Now Barton, an easy 2 points on the layup. Barton's got 5 points so far.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Rubio against Thomas. The try by Rubio. Count the basket. Rubio's got his third basket of the night right there.
Tell you what makes Rubio really tough on the drive, he's practically ambidextrous.
Mitchell against Murray. Outside Thomas. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 11 points for Isaiah Thomas.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Rubio dishes to Mitchell. Crowder against Lyles. Crowder the pass to Mitchell. Clock at 6. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Well, the balance, the ability to take contact, absorb it, and still finish. That is beautifully done by Donovan Mitchell.
Thomas kicks to Jokic. Rebounded by the Jazz. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the basket by Rubio.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Thomas against Rubio. And here is Thomas. 11 points in the game. Pass to Jokic. Over Gobert. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Thomas. 8 points for Jokic. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 21 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. And Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet and in.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, you live by the 3 and you die by the 3. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, the first half, what a thing of beauty. He was just living in the lane.
How special is it, Greg, to watch a guy who's able to get into the paint with speed and consistency? They cannot let him get inside like that.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Denver. Millsap and Jokic, the pair inside. The guards are Thomas and Harris. And it's Barton in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. And that's a foul. It's called on Thabo Sefolosha. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Jokic.
I have great admiration for how hard Rudy Gobert plays on the defensive end. Even when he's not blocking shots, he's altering them with his presence.
Passes it to Sefolosha. Harris against Mitchell. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. The Nuggets trail by 20. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Jokic kicks to Barton. Pass to Harris. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 5. Bangs home the trifecta. Thomas got the first bucket of the third here for Denver.
We're talking about a well-rounded offensive player. Isaiah Thomas can pass, he can score, and the three-point shot, oh yeah, that's there too.
Now, here's Mitchell. Inside, Favors dishes to Mitchell. Favors passes to Mitchell. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Rubio against Thomas. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Drops in the breakaway layup. Rubio's got 10 points in the game.
A terrific job triggering the break. Rubio, such an excellent defender. Quick hands, leads to an easy one.
And now it's Rubio running. He can go all the way. And he makes that one.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
The Nuggets really having a tough go here.
And Ricky Rubio might be one of the most unselfish players in the league. Not only for his passing and how much he enjoys piling up assists, but how he does a great job adjusting to what the team needs him to do and not worrying about his own game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Barton. He's got 5. Back to Harris. 4 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going for Thomas.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
Denver making a switch here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. And Utah also making a switch. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Thabo Sefolosha.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Rubio kicks to Ingles. The Jazz working the ball around now. Favors with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. Here's Mitchell. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thomas finds Hernan Gomez. And just miss after miss right now.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And the basket by Rubio.
Oh, you have to appreciate Rubio's creativity. Floats that one in.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Thomas against Rubio. Right side, Thomas. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Utah.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Inside, Jokic with the steal. And there's the feed to Thomas. Good D by Rubio.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Now, here's Ingles. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go. Just 5 on the clock. No good from the wing. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Denver. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Isaiah Thomas has a tremendous basketball IQ. His instinct is to score, but can he get his guys open? You bet.
Plumlee is checked in for Denver. Malik Beasley comes in for Gary Harris. And for Isaiah Thomas going into free agency, what he thought might be a big payday opportunity was, Greg, anything but that.
A few years ago, he was talking about backing up the Brinks truck and had to take a deal to prove he can still play. Has had a tumultuous past few years, but this deal could work out for the team if he can get back to form.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Beasley outside. Plumlee, the pass to Thomas. Jokic kicks to Beasley. Over Ingles. Jokic, great positioning on the putback.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Burks, the pass to Udo. Beasley with the steal. Kicks it to Thomas. Back to Beasley. Now the pass to Hernan Gomez. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Gobert. Great showing for him last season. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, 10 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Free throw good, Hernan Gomez. Murray's checked in for the Nuggets. And he can't hit the second. For today's defensive schemes, Doris, which are more valuable in your opinion? Great on-ball defenders or great help defenders?
Well, I think you need both, obviously. I think anytime you can pressure the ball to a high level, I think that's very disruptive at the point of attack. But I also think in an era of incredible motion offense, you think of players and teams like the Golden State Warriors, the San Antonio Spurs, there's great ball movement, player movement, and you've got to be able to be aware at least 2 passes away. So you need both quality types of defenders to me to have a high-level defense, Kev.
I agree. It begins with an on-ball defender and usually evolves into a help defender. I mean, you can't do one without the other.
Agreed.
From deep, Ingles buries it from 3-point range. Ingles has got 7 points in the game.
Well, just another weapon in the arsenal of Joe Ingles, right? The catch-and-shoot game on point.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Now, here's Ingles. He's got 7, clock at 6. On its way from Burks for 2. Denver grabs the miss. Plumlee's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Jokic. Gobert with the block. Murray against Burks. Feeds to Ingles. He kicks to Udo. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to Ingles. The dish to O'Neal. From deep. And it's Denver with the rebound. Plumlee's got 9 rebounds in the game. getting it done.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
Murray kicks to Beasley. Passes to Plumlee. Pass to Jokic. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Boy, you can't pin their struggles today on him. He's been on fire from the field.
Ingles finds Gobert. Now O'Neal. From deep three-point range, Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. 5th, Jamal Murray.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Free throw good, Hernan Gomez. And the Nuggets with some changes. Lyle comes in for Jokic. And Barton subbed in for Malik Beasley. Crowder, he's checked in for the Jazz. And he makes the first but misses the second.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Kicks it to O'Neal. Back to Crowder. And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernan Gomez. That's his first foul. Harris is checked in for 1. Hernan Gomez.
First team foul. In for your Nuggets, Gary Harris.
Udo, the pass to Burks. Now, here's Ingles. He's guarded by Plumlee. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. Ingles can't get it to go.
And you know, he's got the ability, but the question is that really the best shot you can get?
You know, I don't think so, Greg. The defense will give up that deep a shot all day. You got to continue to move the basketball.
Plumlee.
Oh, my God.
That's how you attack. Wow.
How'd he do that?
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
And that was an Unleash Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. Now, here is O'Neal. He has 5. There's the triple. The shot will not fall. And it's Denver the other way. Barton outside. 1:51 left here in the third quarter. And the rejection by Udo. And the Jazz pushing it up now. O'Neal kicks to Burks. The pass to O'Neal. Now Ingles. Burks on the wing. To end the cold streak. Plumlee with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 18. Here's Harris. He drains the quick shot. Harris has got 7.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Burks kicks to Udo. O'Neal against Barton. Now, here is O'Neal. Not a lot of room. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And he recovers it. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Denver making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. The Jazz also changing it up. Derek Favors checked in for Udo. Cephalosha comes in for O'Neal. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Burks. Murray dishes to Barton. From deep. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Barton. Murray's got his second bucket.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Ingles with the ball. He's got 7. Rubio outside. Denver grabs the miss.
Well, you just wonder if maybe he should take it inside when they're playing so far off him.
Murray, no good.
I'll tell you, that's been the story of this guy's night. He can't get anything to fall.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I think you have to be cautious when guarding Jay Crowder. He excels at using his body to get these calls.
He's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight.
Jay Crowder taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Crowder. And Utah making a change here. And both free throws good from Crowder. 9 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Murray outside. Shoots over Rubio. Offline. And so it's Utah. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Right back after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Utah, Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt. Favors is out there with Jay Crowder, and it's Cephalosha in at the 3. Harris on the double team, and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Nuggets now. Rubio against Murray. Changes up. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Murray's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nuggets. Utah leading by 13. And Rubio kicks to Crowder. Pass to Favors. Dishes it to Rubio. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Barton. And Barton throws it down.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. Remarkable effort, getting as high percentage a look as you can really get.
Now, here's Rubio. Outside Favors. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Cephalosha kicks to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by Harris. The Nuggets trail by 11. Millsap finds Harris. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. And that's now 10 points for Gary Harris.
I'll tell you, there are guys in the league you can give that three-point attempt to. He is not one of those guys.
Mitchell with it, picked up by Harris. Outside Favors, and Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Favors passes to Cephalosha. Wiles against Crowder. Shot clock at 5. It's good.
Kevin, I don't think the defense can do much more than that. Jay Crowder just exerting his will as much as his skill.
Murray kicks to Lyles. Tipped away. Stolen by Rubio. Here's Mitchell. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And now a 12-point Jazz lead. Nuggets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. The shot from 20 feet away. And he overshot that one, missing. And it's Rubio with the ball for Utah. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz.
Personal foul. Coming onto the floor for the Jazz, Rudy Gobert.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Gary Harris. And you can't help but notice that Ricky Rubio has grown as a player.
Well, he talked a little bit about losing his mom recently, and he was very close to her, and he said it changed his priorities and perspective on life, and that balance has translated to more effectiveness on the court.
2 shots.
The first one falls. So he gets them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Harris kicks to Millsap. He dishes it to Murray. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Jokic has checked in for Denver.
Nikola Jokic.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Cephalosha against Barton. Shot clock at 6. And Barton is going to throw it down hard.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Now here's Gobert. He kicks to Mitchell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies.
In that matchup against the Bucks, you know they're going to want to make a statement in that contest. Taking down the top team in the East would definitely turn some heads.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. To the inside, Jokic. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 4 assists now tonight.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Thomas checked in for Murray. And Gobert kicks to Cephalosha. Jazz passing it around. 5 on the clock. Here's Mitchell. And he's good on the 3-ball. Mitchell's got 8 here in the quarter.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Thomas against Rubio. Thomas, no good.
Simply have to go up stronger than that. Could be a simple layup if he shows a little more determination.
Poke loose. Millsap with the steal. Here's Barton. It's blocked. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Here's Thomas. Passes it to Jokic. Down low. And stolen by Favors. Cephalosha against Barton. Favors finds Gobert. Kicks it out to Rubio. Cephalosha passes to Favors. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Rubio. Sweet little floater.
Well, that's the way it works. Good call, good finish inside by Rubio.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 16. Jokic against Gobert. Thomas gets a wide open look. Wide open shot is on the money. So it's Utah now. Here's Rubio. Mitchell with it. Picked up by Harris. Harris against Mitchell. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Nuggets, Nikola Jokic. 2 shots.
2 shots.
Free throw, good. Jokic. He hits both from the stripe. And Utah has possession. Leading by 12. Utah calls timeout. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Now, here's Rubio. Just 4 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Millsap with the steal. Right side, Thomas. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one. Utah leading by 9. And Rubio kicks to Favors. Here's Gobert. And it goes down 2 points.
Well, Gobert inside, right? He has such a strong sense for when to take advantage of the skills he has at his disposal.
Barton against Cephalosha. Millsap finds Jokic. Out to Harris. Launches it. Hits it from 3-point range. Harris has got 6 in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Favors. Poked away. Outside Thomas. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Let's remember, Isaiah Thomas is a guy who once put 53 on the board in a playoff game. This guy knows how to shoulder the offense.
Now, here's Rubio. Mitchell outside. Has to go Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Rubio. He gets it in there. And the Jazz lead by 8.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Rubio against Thomas. Shoots from 12. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Thomas got 22. Utah leading by 6. Rubio taking his time here. Cephalosha kicks to Mitchell. Out to the wing. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. Tries from 10. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Millsap. And it's Harris off the drive. It's Jokic top of the key. Barton outside. Here's the floater. Rebounded by Cephalosha. Cephalosha's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Mitchell against Harris. Mitchell outside. Barton against Cephalosha. The dish now to Gobert. Here's Mitchell. That 3 off the mark.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's just superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep.
And here's Rubio. After Gary Harris made that last 3-pointer. Cephalosha passes to Mitchell. And he just jams it right over Paul Millsap. What a play.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
Now, here's Thomas over Rubio. Thomas, no luck.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Rubio against Harris. Mitchell outside. Here's Favors, and it falls over the rim and in. And now a 7-point Jazz lead.
I think you have to like that Favors is looking for his shot. A staple of this offense. They're going to depend on him to score it from right there.
Mitchell against Harris. And the foul on Will Barton. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. The Nuggets making a switch here. Murray's checked in, and Utah with a change here, too. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Thabo Cephalosha. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here. Nuggets running out of time. Here's Jokic. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. .127 left in the fourth quarter. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Shooting for Denver, Nikola Jokic at the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 8. Both good from the line that time. Here's Mitchell. And the basket by Ingles. And the Jazz lead by 9.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
Here's Jokic. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Doubled by Murray. The pass to Favors. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Ouch, that's a wasted possession. Got to shake it off and forget it happened, guys.
The Nuggets trail by 7.
And definitely playing the opponent, but also they're playing against the clock.
No, you're absolutely right. It's not impossible to catch up, but it is a tall order right now.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Well, you love how the ball is popping outside on the perimeter. It's being moved and finding the open man, and they're cashing in.
And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Mitchell against Murray. Mitchell's shot is good.
He might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Inside. Here's Jokic. Up again, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
Millsap going for the W. He's looking focused.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
That's so much that Rubio gives you. The last thing that has to come to me is the range shooting.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Boy, those free throws add a nice cushion to their lead.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. Here's Murray. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Murray is so skilled at drawing these types of fouls. He loves getting to the charity stripe.
Jamal Murray at the line for 2.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 5.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
And so Murray nails both of them. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
At the line for the Jazz.
Two shots.
2 shots.
He gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. Fades away. Rebounded by the Jazz. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his 4th personal foul. Penalty situation. At the line for the Jazz. Ricky Rubio.
Shooting 2.
Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Here's Murray. Shoots the 3. That one doesn't go.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
And so it's Utah with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Ricky. You've played in a lot of big games, but what does it mean to you to make a big contribution tonight?
Yeah, it means something. It means that we win. But, I mean, of course, I'm happy. But the most important thing is that we play as a team. We did it today, and we make shots.
Great performance all around, Ricky. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.